Hello there, and I'm so pleased you're coming to investigate this course further. My name's Carol Lee and I'm the course tutor, and I wrote this course. And what I thought I'd do in this short video is give you an opportunity to see inside the course platform before you decide to sign up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disappear off here, and then I'm going to share the process of how you get in and what you'll see on the inside. Here we go. This is what happens on the inside. So once you've decided to join and I send you a password, you're able to log in here. This is how you sign in. So here you can see we've landed inside the course platform, and this is where you have all the information. So all down this left-hand side, there's the introduction, and then we have 8 modules. And each of these modules is divided down into bite-sized lessons. So I'll show you something from each of the modules. So the introduction to the course. This is where you will find out how to do everything, where you get your course manual, where you find out about your personal learning journal and all the assessment manual and criteria. You also get your assessment questions here. So you get those straight up front, so you know what you're heading towards. There's no hiding that. It's not an exam, it's just a personal check-in really. And obviously I need to read those answers. But yeah, you'll see straight away. So if I just click on here, the course manual. So this is the tab for the manual. This is where, and then you get this as a PDF. There you go, it's 103 pages. And I suggest that people print it out because then they can use it as a scan sheets and reference points actually within sessions. So that's the manual. Also in this section, you'll find out about your personal learning journal. Now, your personal learning journal is completely integral to the course. It's a way that you can track your progress, and what you do is when you complete the personal learning journal for each of the sections, then you'll send them off to me and I can see your progress and how you're sort of integrating all the information. So I make it as easy as I can for you to get hold of your PLJ, so you can download it as a Word document here, or all of them are stored as Google Docs. And what you can do is you can actually make each of the Google Docs unique to you. So you can actually write your journal in Google Documents. Or, you can do it any way you like. You can copy the questions out and do it longhand in the journal. As long as, you can find a way so I can actually read them. So let's look at, say, the water PLJ here in Google Docs. So you can see how it opens into Google Docs. And you just have a number of questions. These are prompts really, just to help you think about water and food and what you have learned in that module. I'm aiming at about half an hour per lesson. So it doesn't have to be in huge depth. So let's go back. So module 1 is Introduction to the 5 Elements. So this, for a lot of you, will be a review of what you already know. And I imagine, depending on your training, depending on your interest, you all know different amounts. So, it's a great way to dive in and explore more. So let's have a look at here. So this is all about the creative cycle, or the Shen cycle, also known as the nourishing cycle or the nourishment cycle. So this is fairly typical of how a lesson looks. Starts off with a short audio, and then there's a diagram. Trying to keep it as simple as possible, and then you have your lesson for this, you know, the lesson for your PLJ, lesson 5 PLJ, it says, so explore the idea of the creative Shen cycle, observe how you flow between the elements, how you see this in nature and in those around you. So it's, you know, each of the prompts are there to sort of really get you to explore and journey before we dip into the nutritional side of it. Then we have Introduction to Natural Nutrition. So let's look at this lesson, my body, my cell, the environment within. So in this lesson, if you can see, we explore what is health, what is dis-ease, and the naturopathic theories of, you know, the cellular theory and the germ theory. And then finally, we start looking at the cell picture, which is the essence of the natural nutrition philosophy. Now, that probably looks like a really complicated diagram, but what we do when we go through each of the elements is we build it up gradually, so it isn't so overwhelming. And again, you have your PLJ question to work through. Then there's a module all about completing your case studies. So it takes you through what's expected, how to structure that, how to gather the information. I've also given an example case history in there to give you an idea of what I'm looking for. It is very full and people need to bear that in mind, but it's also a great way of seeing the way to do it. So then we go to the water element. So let's go to here to the start. So for each of the separate elements, what I do, because this is an experiential course, for each element, we start off by connecting with our own element within. And we do this with a creative visualization. Also, what I do, if you see at the top here, is I give you links back to go back and read the relevant pages within the manual. And then we have here, we have a connecting with your water element. So we can hear. In this creative visualization, you will be connecting with your water element within. So that is just a really lovely way. It really brings it right back to you and to exploring what's going on within you, because then what we do is we go on to talk about the water element within you and how we can make changes to that using food. So let's show, so for each one, so we've got wood here, and again, we've got connecting with your wood element. So let's have a look at food therapeutics for the wood element. So this, for the wood element, it's all about looking at the cell membrane and looking at fats. So again, for every module, for each of the element modules, they follow the same structure. So we start off by highlighting what are the key points that will help nourish the wood element with food. And then we break this down. And obviously I've given you an audio here. So this is 10, 11 minutes. So audios vary between 5 minutes and 15 minutes, depending on the subject. And then there's ways that you can incorporate some changes to support your wood element. And obviously it gives you ideas that you can make suggestions for clients. So that's wood element therapeutics. Then we have the fire element. And again, we have connecting in with your fire element. And we have fire element therapeutics. And, you know, that's looking at fanning your digestive fire. So how you can make your digestion more efficient. So let's have a quick look in there. So again, here we have the same sort of layout. We have fire element, food therapeutics, things that are important to support the fire element. And then there's a handout sheet, improve your digestion cheat sheet. All of these cheat sheets, they're all downloadable. So you can build up your file even more with more information. And then you've got your lesson 4 PLJ at the bottom. And again, let's look at the earth element. So again, lots of things in here. Let's look at this one. Lesson 6, the gold in different diets. So as you can see here, this is a nice diagram. You can download it as a PDF and store it on your computer and then print it out. Again, this is all about exploring different sorts of diets. Mediterranean, paleo, ketogenic, all the ones that are very fashionable at the moment. And it just, the PLG again encourages you to explore one of those, just to read a bit more about it, maybe even try it for a day or two. Again, it's all experiential. And then finally, we have the metal element. So we have all those elements. Actually, let me just go back and just show you how we build up the cell picture. So let's look at earth and the cell, because we saw it when it was very full. And I'm going to show it to you again, where it has water, wood, fire, and earth. And you can see how we build it up. So we add another layer with every module. So you build up your understanding of what's actually happening on a cellular level. So if you can see, this is earth. So it has, you know, water, wood, fire, and earth in there. We haven't got to metal, so we're building it up each time. So let's finally go to metal, as I said. And then let's look at eating for the metal element. So for each of the elements, you get a diagram like this and a short audio, and it looks at how, you know, the different ways we can support ourselves to eat using food. So, you know, for metal, it'll be looking at pungent foods, fermented foods, white foods, because that's the association with the 5 elements, and then all the seasonal fruit and veg. It also has a little diagram looking at the different energies. So here we're going from earth into metal and then to water. So you get one of these, and again, all downloadable. And then in your PLJ, I encourage you to explore that a bit further. So that's pretty much inside the learning platform. So let me just stop the share for now and say, hi, I'm back again. So that was inside the learning platform, lots of information there. And as you can see, everything is, you know, there's a lot of good things for visual learners, if you want to listen. So it's very adaptable, you know, it's the sort of thing that you can access on your phone or on your laptop or on your tablet. So if you're on the move, you can, you know, do a module there. And as I've said, all the images are downloadable, so you can build up your own manual that you can use in your practice. Anyway, if that piques your interest and you think you might be interested, drop me a line. First, you can drop me a line and say, yes, I'm in, and I will sort that out. Or secondly, if you're still not sure, I'm really, really happy to jump on a call and chat through with you any questions you have. So I look forward to connecting with you very soon. Take care. Bye.